It's not a bad game necessarily for Course Fen. Of course, the Warcry is going to be very useful this game against the Jug. I think they wanted to just get a kill there right off the bat. I think they were really hoping that the Tidehunter was going to come to the off lane and that they'd be able to kill him immediately, but...
might be able to get the kill on Sumail mid, and there it is. First blood coming out, and Bkop stayed in this lane. They dual lane for a while, got level 2.
Kick back on mid? Yeah, don't think so. Sumail going to take a bit more damage.
And they don't have Boulder Smash or anything just yet, but Sumail in a little bit of trouble. The right click's coming out. And we'll see if they go under the tower, and, well, without the creeps, they'll lose Bkop, because the tower is just hitting away at him, as well as Sumail, who gets credit for the kill.
Yeah. Oh, all right. And
rolling Boulder over
does end up going down.
Nice hoof stomp onto 3, but S4 as well as Crit hit with the Boulder Smash. Now they've got the Storm Hammer onto this Centaur, and they'll get the kill.
Fly having quite a good start. Another roll in mid.
Now looking for Sumail one more time. Fly makes the rotation over. The Boulder Smash hits on both of them. They'll get the kill on I Love You Love Me, but Bkop gets the kill on Sumail first. Sylar is found a spot in this bottom lane, as they did make that swap with XXS, who's now level 6 and has the Ravage. So we could see them look to be aggressive, come maybe a couple more levels with the Tidehunter, but they don't even need him right now. The Fortune's End comes out. Now the Stampede's going to be able to follow it up. Sylar in a lot of trouble, surrounded by 3 heroes. The Astral Imprisonment comes through, and the Snowball to follow it up possibly for more, but short of Love You Love Me, but the shards are perfect. Nightmare comes in, the Hoof Stomp to follow it up. The Nightmare's pulled off by Fly, and Love You Love Me is dead, as is Sylar. 2 heroes gone on Aster.
The Blink's going to let him split push a little bit more aggressively as well. And I think he really does need the Blink this game to be able to follow up.
Ooh, XSS throws the Ravage, and a nice snowball coming out from Crit. XSS is going to go down. They'll lose Sumail. Crit now on the run from Bkop. It ends up being a 1-for-1 trade, but that was a good snowball. Rolling Boulder comes out, just missing to the left of Crit. Tag team used. They'll bring the TP over of the Centaur, and Crit just trying to run away, but the Magnetize placed on top of him. The False Promise comes out as well. They've got the Snowball, hits on Fenrir. Now the stun coming through on a Bkop, who ends up dying. So does Fenrir. 2 heroes dead over top, and then Love You Love Me mid will also fall. So the Blade Fury's there, the Storm Hammer under the tower, and a little bit of trouble as Arteezy. The Warcry comes out. He's got the Healing Ward to try and stay alive.
Not going to make any silly decisions.
Snowball coming out bottom. Sylar uses the Warcry, but the Walrus Punch follows it up. Fenrir comes over. They've also got S4 and Fly making their way towards the bottom lane. Stampede gets used. They find Fenrir. Sylar, the first one to fall on the side of Aster. The shards are going to block Fenrir next to everybody on EG. And it's another 2 kills for them. They don't have a Blink. They don't have Stampede. Bkop shows himself for a moment, but they can just go in with the Snowball if Bkop comes into vision and they feel comfortable enough to go with it. And Sumail's going to clean up this creep wave, and then they might just go after that. And there's the creep wave gone. The Snowball comes out. Love You Love Me is going to use the Astral Imprisonment, trying to keep his Earth Spirit alive, but that puts him very vulnerable to an Omni Slash that comes out from Arteezy to get the first kill. Bkop finds an escape for a moment. Storm Hammer on Arteezy. EG, they're looking to maybe reinitiate the Geomagnetic Grip onto the Oracle, but it's not going to be enough to get the kill into Arteezy. They do have this tower if he needs to TP in. Question is, when is EG looking to jump? And actually, the Blink into the trees, they'll find themselves the Storm, as well as the God Strength coming out the Fortune's End on S4. The shards coming across. The Rolling Boulder comes out, but it's not going to hit on anybody. The Stampede follows it up. Arteezy moving in with a Blade Fury, looking over at Bkop, trying to single him out. And Sylar moving forward with XSS. They do have the Ravage available. They look over at Sumail, who's hitting away at XSS. The Boulder Smash comes out with the Omni Slash hitting on a Bkop as well as Sylar, and I think he's looking for the TP on top of that. But the Ravage is there from XSS to get the kill on Arteezy. On the backlines, they find themselves Fenrir. They'll get the Walrus Punch out as well as the kill. Sumail, Crit, as well as S4 looking to maybe continue this fight as got XSS without the Ravage. Bkop nearby, and now Sylar getting hit with the Hoof Stomp. Double Edge coming out, but he's used the Warcry beforehand. Storm Hammer comes in with a Life Break from Sumail onto this Sven. They'll get the kill. 2 heroes dead on the side of Aster.
Sylar did use the ultimate just to kind of grab a little bit of farm and push things out. So they know that that's on cooldown, and that could be a good opportunity for EG. He's just thinking about it.
XSS thinking about coming in. Sylar throws the Storm Hammer over on Arteezy. Now uses the Warcry, the Rolling Boulder out. Sylar coming over, and the Omni Slash comes in to get the kill on a Fenrir. Now they work over on the Sylar, the Blade Fury following it up. They'll find themselves a second. They both don't have buyback, and Sumail with a False Promise on top of him might even jump in a little bit further. The Blink as well as the Hoof Stomp coming out from S4. That's going to clean up Bkop. 3 heroes dead on the side of Aster.
Trying to smoke the... Okay, I think they're going to smoke, trying to wrap around and go for the backlines. They have to kill these saving supports. They can't... There's no point in going on the Huskar at all.
Geomagnetic Grip. They find the Oracle. Snowball coming through. Sanity's Clip is going to be used. Fly, the first one taken out. And now RTZ as well as Crit moving forward on the Love You Love Me. And he is just cleaned up with the tag team coming in. The Rolling Boulder is going to hit on Sumail as well as the Boulder Smash. They've got the Brain Tap to at least take of the Aegis. Blink, Hoof Stomp missing. S4 now trying to find something afterwards, but the Ravage is timed perfectly to get him after the Aegis, and after he comes into the second life, the Fiend's Grip on top of it. They'll get the second kill on a Sumail. They'll look for more. The Geomagnetic Grip will be placed here on a Crit. Snowball over on a Bobica. Arteezy immediately just trying to TP out, and there's the shorts to block out the rest of Aster. The Host Stomp coming out on XSS, and now blinking forward is going to be Sylar looking for S4. The chase is on the Warcry there with the Gush. They've also got Fenrir just trying to lock him up. The Stormhammer on top of it. They'll get the kill. It's going to be 3 dead. Meanwhile, Crit running away from Bobica. They can find Arteezy. That would be a big one. Slow down this game.
Sylar was completely alone.
Rolling Boulder. Boulder Smash as well as the Geomagnetic Grip. They've got the Fiend's Grip on top of this. Fenrir holding him down for Love You Love Me to get the kill. And now they look over at Sumail, who comes over. And Blink Hoof Stomp. Nicely placed on the Fenrir. And now they've got the Fortune's End to lock down Love You Love Me. Follow-up should be there with the BKB being caught now. Sylar going in with a nice stun to lock up Fly. They've got the Sanity's Clips dropped on a couple. The Ravage hits on a 3 heroes here. They've got 4 dead, but the buyback comes out from Arteezy. Sumail trying to survive, trying to keep his team in it.
Trying to jump in and ravage him right as the Blade Fury was ending, but the extra 1-second talent meant that Arteezy was absolutely fine.
Oh no, they found XSS again. He just bought back. He's got Ravage. Sylar's going to move in with a Rolling Boulder coming out from Bobica. They'll find S4. He's a little bit by himself, but the Sanity's Clip is going to be dropped down. They'll get the kill onto the Centaur. They'll look for more. Sylar moving forward. The Blade Fury about to run out for Arteezy with a blink forward from XSS. The False Promise is going to be placed onto Sumail. Right-clicking away at XSS, who bought back a moment ago. Crit, Snowball, staying alive, looks over at XSS, who's dead for 104 seconds, and he doesn't have buyback, and he never got to throw that Ravage out. Fenrir, he ends up dying. Bobica's gone as well, who buys back immediately.
And they don't have to worry about Tide at all. He's dead for 70 seconds, even though he has a Ravage, so this is completely EG's base. They can run in here, they can do whatever they want.
God Strength used. Stormhammer comes out. S4 just bought back a little bit ago. He's going to be dead again. So just like the Tide Hunter a little bit earlier, he ends up falling. He's going to be dead for 75 seconds. They look at Love You Love Me, who's got the BKB, but it's not going to keep him alive. He's dead for 64. He does that buyback immediately getting used. The Fortune's End is going to come out on Crit to make sure that he's able to walk out here successfully, but Sylar has words against that. Throws the Stormhammer. The Omni Slash comes out on a Sylar, who's going to be locked up thanks to the Astral Imprisonment, saving his life from the Omni Slash. The Rolling Boulder comes in. They'll get the Aegis on Arteezy. Now they look over at Sumail, who's hit with the False Promise, staying alive for now. Sylar dead, buying back. Now they look over, trying to at least get the kill on a Sumail, and False Promise and fully healed up. Oh boy. Maybe take a fight, and it's almost seemingly what the whole game is banked on. As Crit comes to the high ground, there are the shards. God Strength comes through as well as the Stormhammer. The Sign's going to be out on a Crit. They're moving forward. Arteezy with the Blade Fury. They've got the Ravage coming out, but again, the Blade Fury lasting long enough with the Life Break coming out from Sumail. Omni Slash bouncing around, coming over to a couple of these neutral creeps, but there's the second Ravage right before he dies. They'll get it onto a lot of these heroes, but is it going to be enough? They'll take out Crit. Sylar looking over. The Sanity Scope is going to be dropped down by Love You Love Me. As we're chasing away, they've lost the Sven, they lost the Tide, and now all they have is the OD to really do damage on the side of EG. But the False Promise keeping Sumail alive once again. They'll kill off Fenrir. 3 heroes gone.
Grips in the base. Never mind. There you go. GG.
Yeah, there it is.
Aster just... Ravage is not doing enough. I think it's going to be really important for Aster this game that their supports get levels. Like, Sylar would have to play 4. It looks like he's dead right now.
Yeah, First Blood coming out for Arteezy with that first Metamorphosis. He's doing the job relatively well, as Fenrir now in a lot of trouble. Dead for the second time, as it's now 3-0 in the favor of EG.
But yeah, Aster just really lost. Like XXS with no dive available, just getting completely sold out at top. Getting run out again.
Actually, Icarus dives north. That's a very interesting decision, right into the hands of Arteezy. Locking him up, making it 5-0. Jug in a lot of trouble. Bobica bottom. Crit comes in. S4 over for the last hit on the Bobica. I'm not saying they don't have the heroes to tighten it up, but it definitely looks like a struggle at the moment. It's the Frost 2 placed on an Arteezy, but they get the first kill.
It's really hard for OD to do anything in this matchup once the puck gets some levels.
Oh no, Bobica again. S4 TP's bottom.
Quickly. This is what I was talking about. The Nature's Prophet just creates some otherwise impossible pushes. Aster just putting out fires everywhere.
Arteezy actually goes over mid. Sumail is nearby, who doesn't have the Dream Coil. That left the Lich by himself inside the jungle. Sylar finds the kill to throw the Stormhammer out.
They're going to take this tier 2. They've got a Vlad. Arteezy's down here. He's got Metamorphosis. Like, Aster have to... They want to hold this tower. They need to send way more heroes.
silence on two of these heroes. Lovey as well as Siler in a little bit of trouble. They get Warcry out. Standing Script's going to be thrown. Crit gets hit by that as well as S4 with the Stroke of Fate on top of them. They might be able to get a support, but Siler, he ends up falling. 2 heroes dead on the side of Aster. Now they look over at Fenrir with the chase coming out from the 3 heroes of EG. Past the tier 1, thinking to maybe go under the tier 2. The Illusory Orb over, and one more shot from Sumail. 3-0.
Immediately managed to cancel it before any of the fire spirits or anything came out. Really
Nice.
nice.
Made by S4. The Geomagnetic Grip is going to land on the 2, so they silence up Sour as well as Fenrir. They've got the Magnetize on top of that. The Ink Swell won't be able to pop the finish off the Grimstroke to start. XSS comes over with Bkop, who is level 6, so he does have that Omni Slash available. He actually doesn't have the mana for it. But we'll clean up S4. The Frostblast on XSS. And now into the Supernova. Boulder Smash will miss on into Sylar, and now they've got the Stormhammer on top of that. The Omni Slash flies in with the neutrals, mitigating a little bit of that damage. Crit trying to Rolling Boulder away, but Love You Love Me is there with the Astral Imprisonment, and they'll get the kill onto the Earth Spirit. So again, it seems to be a little bit of an overstep from EG. He actually TPs over towards bottom because XSS caught again. Flies just here with the Sinister Gaze. They've got the Waning Rift to silence him up, so he's unable to move away. And Supernova. Sylar coming in to try and back this up. They've also got Lover, so this could be an opportunity for the side of Aster. They get themselves at least one. The Astral Imprisoment's going to lock up S4, who attempt to TP out, but there is just no chance on that. Leave Aster vulnerable if they were trying to exit and maybe EG wanted to go in. But Metamorphosis, Sylar, I don't know if this is the fight you want to be taking. Definitely not, but Lovey Lovey comes in. He's got himself the nice Sanity's Eclipse, but it's not enough to take away the mana to get the Sunder off, and Lovey Lovey now down to minimal health, ends up dying. The Soulbind comes out on 2, but where's your follow-up? You've got nothing left. It's way too late of a Soulbind. Supernova comes out, but are you even going to get this kill on RTZ? No, you'll lose 4 instead. You ran at RTZ, you played yourself, and EG will happily take an easy trade there. And not actually, it's not even a trade. It's just a 4-0.
They're gonna just keep. Well, they're gonna plink away a little bit. I don't think they can get too much more. Man, he's got 4.5k gold after the triple kill. That was so much for him.
Ink Swell trying to TP out. Geomagnetic Grip, and the damage is there to kill off Fenrir. And Sylar's actually in trouble too. The Rolling Boulder comes in, and he's stunned up. Sylar in a lot of trouble. We'll throw the Storm Hammer over at Fly, but there's nowhere to go. Frost Shield slows him up enough where they're able to chase and get.
Yeah, Sumail's still just hounding.
They found Love You Love Me. They'll TP in S4, and the Omni Slash comes in from Bkop. It'll be just on S4, but actually pounces over to the Treants. XSS comes over. The Blade Fury's out. Love You Love Me dead, and they'll actually trade for S4, where he gets stunned by the popping of the egg. But while that's all happening, RTZ's like, yeah, I'm still playing this game. I may not have fought so much. You came to me last time, but now it's my time to come to you. Soulbind comes out, and that locks him to crit, but RTZ doesn't really quite care. He goes in past the tier 3s for a moment. The Sinister Gaze comes in on XSS, and now with the Rolling Boulder coming through from crit, all he can do is Icarus dive away. Fenrir dead once again. The Stormhammer lands on 2 of these heroes, but XSS, he's going to end up falling. 3 heroes gone to the side of Aster, make it 4. They all have no buyback, and a GG at 21 minutes is called by Aster. EG with an easy game 2 taking the series 2-0.